Imagine carrying a glass of pure water. Every drop represents your life force, your joy, your creativity. Now picture someone adding a drop of ink to that water. It may seem insignificant at first, but over time the entire glass becomes clouded. This is what negative people do to your energy. They pollute it, sometimes so subtly that you don't notice until it's too late. We live in a world where energy flows constantly from one person to another. But here's the question: are you aware of who is sipping from your glass? If not, it's time to wake up. Because the truth is, there are 6 kinds of people who don't just take a sip, they drain you completely. If you don't guard your energy, they will leave you depleted, frustrated, and disconnected from your own life. Stay with me as we unravel these 6 types of energy drainers, and more importantly, how to free yourself from their grasp. By the end of this journey, you'll not only recognize these individuals, but also discover how to protect your precious inner light from ever being dimmed again. In the vast landscape of human interaction, there exists a phenomenon as old as time itself, the subtle yet powerful effect of those who drain our energy. These individuals are often referred to as energy vampires, a term that captures the essence of their impact on our lives. Among them, 6 distinct types stand out, each with its own method of siphoning away the vitality and enthusiasm we need to thrive. Recognizing these personalities is the first step toward protecting oneself from their influence, for the harm they cause is often invisible until it manifests as emotional exhaustion, mental fog, or a deep sense of frustration. Energy vampires are not inherently malicious. In most cases, they are unaware of the impact they have on others. However, their behavior, intentional or not, acts as a slow drain on the emotional and psychological resources of those around them. They do not take your energy in one dramatic swoop. Instead, their influence is a gradual, almost imperceptible erosion of your mental and emotional reserves. It's like being caught in a slow current. You don't notice the pull at first, but before you know it, you're far from where you intended to be. One of the reasons these individuals are so effective at draining energy is their ability to disguise themselves. They often present as friends, colleagues, or even loved ones, blending into the fabric of your daily life. Their actions are not always overt. They may come in the form of subtle criticisms, persistent negativity, or constant demands for attention. This camouflage makes it difficult to pinpoint the source of your emotional fatigue. You may sense that something is off, that you feel inexplicably drained after certain interactions, but it can take time to connect the dots and identify the patterns. Energy vampires thrive in environments where boundaries are weak or undefined. They are drawn to those who are empathetic, compassionate, and willing to give their time and attention freely. These qualities, while admirable, can make you a magnet for individuals who take more than they give. It's a delicate balance, remaining open and caring without allowing others to exploit your generosity. This is where self-awareness becomes crucial. Recognizing your own limits and understanding when and where to draw the line is key to maintaining your energy. It's also worth noting that the effects of these interactions extend beyond the immediate moment. Spending time with energy vampires can have a cumulative impact on your well-being. The negativity they bring can seep into your own thoughts, coloring your perspective and lowering your resilience. Over time, this can lead to a cycle of emotional depletion, where your ability to engage with others and pursue your goals diminishes. It's a subtle form of self-sabotage, one that occurs not because of your own actions, but because of the company you keep. In addition to their subtlety, energy vampires often exploit a sense of obligation. They may rely on guilt, pity, or social norms to secure your attention and cooperation. For instance, a colleague may habitually unload their personal problems onto you, framing it as a need for advice or support. A family member might insist on your involvement in their drama, appealing to your sense of duty. These interactions may feel innocuous at first, but they carry an emotional weight that can be difficult to shake. The more you give, the more they take, often without reciprocation or acknowledgement. Another layer of complexity is the emotional connection that often exists with these individuals. They are rarely strangers or acquaintances. More often, they are people you care about deeply. This connection can make it challenging to set boundaries or distance yourself, as doing so may feel like a betrayal or abandonment. Yet it's important to remember that your well-being should not be sacrificed for the sake of maintaining a relationship, no matter how close or long-standing it may be. The influence of energy vampires is not limited to one aspect of life. They infiltrate both personal and professional spheres, affecting relationships, productivity, and even health. Their presence can create a ripple effect, impacting not only you but also those around you. For instance, the stress and frustration you feel after dealing with an energy vampire can spill over into your interactions with others, perpetuating a cycle of negativity. This interconnectedness underscores the importance of addressing these dynamics promptly and decisively. Protecting your energy is not a selfish act, it's a necessary one, both for your own well-being and for the quality of your relationships and contributions to the world. Your energy is the most fundamental and irreplaceable resource you possess. It is the essence of your existence, fueling every thought, action, and experience. Unlike material possessions or even time, which can be managed or measured, your energy is an intangible force that sustains your life on every level, physical, emotional, and spiritual. It determines how you show up in the world, how effectively you pursue your goals, and how deeply you connect with others. Yet, despite its vital importance, energy is often taken for granted, allowed to deplete through neglect, distraction, or the influence of others. To truly thrive, you must understand that your energy is sacred, and guarding it is not just a necessity, but an act of self-respect. Energy, in its purest form, is life itself. It is the spark that animates your body, drives your passions, and sustains your creativity. Without it, even the most basic tasks become burdensome, and the joys of life lose their luster. The unique nature of energy is that it is both finite and renewable. You wake up each day with a certain amount of it, much like a vessel filled to the brim. What you choose to do with it determines the quality of your day, your relationships, and ultimately your life. This is why it's critical to be mindful of where your energy goes, who receives it, and what replenishes it. Unfortunately, energy is not something most people actively protect. It flows freely toward responsibilities, obligations, and demands, often without consideration of whether those commitments align with your values or serve your well-being. This lack of awareness is one of the primary reasons people feel drained or unfulfilled. When you allow your energy to be siphoned off by situations or individuals that do not nurture your spirit, you rob yourself of the vitality needed to focus on what truly matters. You cannot give your best to the world when you are running on empty. The sacred nature of energy also lies in its ability to amplify or diminish the quality of your experiences. When your energy is vibrant and abundant, everything you do feels infused with purpose and enthusiasm. Conversations are richer, creativity flows effortlessly, and challenges become opportunities for growth. Conversely, when your energy is depleted, even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming, and your ability to cope with stress or setbacks diminishes significantly. It becomes difficult to see the beauty or potential in life when you are running on reserves. What makes energy especially sacred is its connection to your sense of self. It is deeply tied to your emotions, thoughts, and overall state of being. When your energy is high, you feel confident, optimistic, and empowered. You have the clarity to make decisions that align with your highest good and the resilience to face adversity with grace. On the other hand, when your energy is low, self-doubt and negativity creep in, clouding your judgment and distorting your perspective. This interplay between energy and mindset highlights the importance of treating your energy as a precious commodity, something to be nurtured, protected, and prioritized. In the modern world, the demands on your energy are greater than ever. The constant barrage of information, expectations, and interactions can leave you feeling scattered and overstimulated. Every notification, every task, and every conversation requires a piece of your attention, and with it, a portion of your energy. This is why it is more important than ever to create boundaries and prioritize activities and relationships that uplift and replenish you. Protecting your energy doesn't mean shutting out the world or avoiding responsibilities. It means being intentional about where you direct your focus and how you spend your time. One of the most powerful ways to honor the sacredness of your energy is through mindfulness. By cultivating a heightened awareness of your internal state, you can identify what drains you and what fills you up. This awareness allows you to make choices that preserve your vitality rather than deplete it. Whether it's stepping away from toxic conversations, saying no to unnecessary obligations, or dedicating time to activities that bring you joy, every decision becomes an act of self-care. Over time, these small but intentional choices build a foundation of resilience and balance, enabling you to navigate life with greater ease and fulfillment. Energy is also deeply influenced by the company you keep. The people you surround yourself with can either elevate your energy or deplete it. This is why it is essential to be discerning about who has access to your emotional and mental space. Relationships that are rooted in mutual respect, support, and positivity are the ones that replenish your energy, while those marked by negativity, manipulation, or constant conflict drain it. By choosing to invest your energy in relationships that nurture your growth, you create a network of connections that not only sustain you but also inspire you to become your best self. The subtle influence of negative people on your energy is one of the most insidious dynamics in human relationships. These individuals rarely announce their intentions or display their impact in an obvious way. Instead, their presence and behavior weave themselves into the fabric of your life, quietly reshaping your thoughts, emotions, and actions in ways that often go unnoticed until significant damage has been done. This subtlety is what makes them so effective at draining your energy. They operate below the surface, where your defenses are weakest, gradually diminishing your sense of vitality and enthusiasm without your conscious awareness. This influence often begins with seemingly harmless interactions. A subtle comment here, a dismissive gesture there, small moments that on their own may seem inconsequential. Yet over time, these moments accumulate. They start to shape your self-perception, your outlook on life, and your emotional state. For instance, a person who consistently undermines your confidence through backhanded compliments or veiled criticisms may cause you to second-guess your abilities. You might not immediately connect these feelings of self-doubt to the person, but their influence is there, like a slow-acting toxin, permeating your mind. One of the ways this influence takes hold is through the patterns of interaction that develop over time. Negative people often position themselves as central figures in your life, whether as friends, colleagues, or even loved ones. They may appear to be supportive or well-meaning on the surface, but their behavior creates a dynamic where their needs, opinions, and emotions take precedence over yours. This imbalance subtly shifts your focus away from your own priorities and toward managing their expectations or emotions. In doing so, they monopolize your mental and emotional energy, leaving little room for self-care or personal growth. Another aspect of their subtlety is their ability to create emotional confusion. Negative people often employ tactics that make you question your own feelings or perceptions. They might downplay your concerns, invalidate your experiences, or shift blame in a way that leaves you doubting yourself. This phenomenon, often referred to as gaslighting, is a powerful tool for maintaining control over your energy and attention. By causing you to second-guess yourself, they create a dependence on their validation or approval, further entrenching their influence in your life. The environments in which these individuals thrive are often ones where boundaries are weak or undefined. They exploit these gaps, taking advantage of your willingness to help, listen, or compromise. This is particularly true in relationships where there is an expectation of loyalty or obligation, such as with family members or long-term friends. In these contexts, it can be especially difficult to recognize the subtle ways in which your energy is being drained, as the behaviors may be normalized or justified by the nature of the relationship. You may find yourself excusing their negativity, convincing yourself that it's temporary, or that it's your responsibility to bear the burden of their emotions. This subtle influence extends beyond the immediate moment. The energy you expend dealing with a negative person often lingers, affecting your mood, focus, and interactions with others long after the initial encounter. For instance, a conversation with someone who constantly complains or criticizes can leave you feeling irritable or drained for hours afterward. This residual effect compounds over time, creating a cycle of depletion that becomes increasingly difficult to break. It's not just the time spent with them that affects you, it's the mental and emotional baggage they leave behind. Negative people also have a way of embedding themselves in your thought patterns. Long after an interaction, their words or actions may replay in your mind, shaping your internal dialogue. You might find yourself dwelling on their criticisms, replaying arguments, or anticipating their reactions in future situations. This mental preoccupation is another way they continue to drain your energy, even in their absence. By occupying space in your mind, they limit your ability to focus on what truly matters to you, diverting your energy toward unproductive thoughts and feelings. Their influence is further amplified by the human tendency to adapt to negative environments. Over time, you may become desensitized to their behavior, accepting it as a normal part of your interactions. This normalization makes it even harder to recognize the impact they are having on your energy and well-being. You may begin to adjust your own behavior to accommodate their negativity, suppressing your true feelings or altering your actions to avoid conflict or criticism. In doing so, you inadvertently reinforce their power over your life, allowing their influence to grow unchecked. Recognizing this subtle influence requires a heightened level of self-awareness and mindfulness. It involves paying attention to how you feel during and after interactions, noticing patterns of behavior that consistently leave you feeling drained or diminished. It also requires the courage to confront the reality of these dynamics, even when they involve people you care about or have known for a long time. Awareness is the first step toward reclaiming your energy and breaking free from the subtle yet pervasive influence of negative people. The power of detachment lies in its ability to liberate you from the grasp of negativity and allow you to regain control of your energy and focus. Detachment is not about indifference or apathy. It is an intentional practice of creating space between yourself and the things that drain your vitality. It is a conscious choice to protect your inner peace and prevent external forces from dictating your emotional and mental state. When you master the art of detachment, you begin to see that your well-being is not dependent on the actions or attitudes of others, but on your ability to navigate life with clarity and purpose. Detachment begins with recognizing that you cannot control the behavior of others, only your response to it. Negative people often thrive on reactions, your frustration, your anger, or your attempts to fix or appease them. These reactions serve as fuel for their influence, drawing you further into their energy. By practicing detachment, you disrupt this dynamic. Instead of engaging with their negativity, you learn to observe it from a distance, allowing it to exist without letting it affect your inner state. This shift in perspective is both empowering and freeing, as it removes the sense of obligation to participate in their drama or negativity. The practice of detachment also involves setting clear boundaries, both externally and internally. External boundaries are the limits you place on interactions with others, how much time, attention, and emotional energy you are willing to give. These boundaries are not walls to shut people out, but guidelines to ensure that your interactions are healthy and balanced. Internal boundaries, on the other hand, are about managing your thoughts and emotions. They involve recognizing when you are allowing someone else's negativity to take up space in your mind and making a conscious effort to redirect your focus. Together, these boundaries create a protective barrier that preserves your energy and promotes emotional resilience. Detachment is not about avoiding conflict or cutting people out of your life entirely. It is about approaching relationships and situations with a sense of neutrality and balance. This means acknowledging the presence of negativity without letting it consume you. For example, if someone criticizes you unfairly, detachment allows you to assess the criticism objectively, taking what is useful and discarding the rest. It prevents you from internalizing their negativity and allows you to maintain a sense of self-worth and confidence. In this way, detachment becomes a tool for maintaining your integrity and staying grounded in your own truth. Another aspect of detachment is the ability to let go of attachment to outcomes. Negative people often create stress by drawing you into their struggles or conflicts, making you feel responsible for resolving their issues. This sense of responsibility can be overwhelming and draining, especially when the problems are beyond your control. Detachment allows you to release this burden by understanding that you are not responsible for the choices or emotions of others. It frees you from the need to fix or change situations that are not yours to resolve, giving you the space to focus on your own priorities and well-being. Detachment also helps you navigate the inevitable complexities of human relationships. It is natural to care deeply for the people in your life, but this care can become a source of stress if it leads to over-involvement in their challenges or emotions. By practicing detachment, you can maintain a sense of compassion and support without becoming entangled in their negativity. This balance is essential for preserving your own energy while still being present for those you care about. It allows you to offer genuine help and kindness without compromising your own emotional health. The power of detachment extends beyond personal interactions and applies to your relationship with circumstances and experiences as well. Life is filled with challenges, disappointments, and uncertainties that can easily drain your energy if you become too attached to how things should be. Detachment teaches you to accept life as it is, finding peace in the present moment rather than resisting or clinging to outcomes. This mindset reduces stress and anxiety, enabling you to approach challenges with a calm and focused perspective. It is not about giving up or resigning yourself to difficulties, but about responding to them with a sense of clarity and purpose. One of the most profound benefits of detachment is the sense of freedom it brings. When you are no longer tethered to the negativity of others or the weight of external expectations, you create space for joy, creativity, and personal growth. This freedom allows you to reconnect with your own values and desires, aligning your energy with what truly matters to you. It is a process of reclaiming your power and taking responsibility for your own happiness and fulfillment. Detachment is not a one-time decision, but an ongoing practice that requires awareness, intention, and self-compassion. Each moment of detachment strengthens your ability to live authentically and resiliently. One of the most profound ways to protect your energy is by cultivating self-awareness. This is the ability to understand your own emotions, triggers, and reactions, as well as the influence that others have on your mental and emotional state. Self-awareness acts as a kind of internal compass, guiding you toward choices and relationships that align with your well-being and steering you away from those that deplete your energy. It is not simply about knowing what drains you, but also about understanding why certain situations or people have that effect, allowing you to take proactive steps to maintain your balance. At the heart of self-awareness is the practice of tuning in to your feelings and physical sensations. Your body and mind often provide subtle cues when something is affecting you negatively. A tightness in the chest, a sense of unease, or a sudden drop in mood can all be signals that your energy is being compromised. Paying attention to these signals requires mindfulness and presence and ability to notice what is happening within you without judgment or distraction. When you become attuned to these inner signals, you gain the ability to identify the moments when your boundaries are being crossed, or when a situation is no longer serving you. Self-awareness also involves examining the patterns in your life. Negative people and draining situations rarely appear out of nowhere. They often follow a predictable rhythm. By reflecting on past experiences, you can begin to see the connections between certain behaviors, environments, or dynamics and the way they make you feel. For example, you might notice that a particular colleague's constant negativity leaves you feeling depleted every time you interact with them, or that you feel drained after spending time in environments filled with conflict or gossip. These patterns are valuable clues, providing you with the insight needed to make informed decisions about how and where to direct your energy. Another aspect of self-awareness is understanding your triggers, those specific behaviors or situations that evoke strong emotional reactions in you. Triggers can make you more vulnerable to energy drains because they often bypass your rational thinking and tap directly into your emotional reserves. For instance, if you have a strong desire to be liked or accepted, you might find it difficult to say no to someone who consistently takes advantage of your time or resources. By identifying these triggers, you can begin to work on them, developing strategies to respond in ways that protect your energy rather than depleting it further. Self-awareness also extends to the recognition of your own role in energy-draining dynamics. While it's easy to focus on the negativity of others, it's equally important to acknowledge how your own behaviors or choices might contribute to these situations. For instance, you might notice a tendency to overcommit yourself, even when you know it will leave you exhausted, or to remain silent in the face of someone else's negativity to avoid conflict. These patterns, while often rooted in good intentions, can inadvertently perpetuate the very dynamics that drain your energy. Self-awareness allows you to take responsibility for these choices and make changes that prioritize your well-being. Developing self-awareness is not a passive process. It requires consistent effort and introspection. One way to deepen your self-awareness is through practices like journaling or meditation, which create space for you to reflect on your thoughts and feelings without distraction. Journaling, for example, can help you identify recurring themes or emotions in your life, while meditation allows you to observe your mind and body in a state of stillness, enhancing your ability to notice subtle shifts in your energy. These practices are not just tools for self-discovery, they are also ways to cultivate a sense of inner calm and stability, which can act as a buffer against external negativity. Another powerful tool for building self-awareness is seeking feedback from trusted individuals who know you well. Sometimes the patterns that drain your energy are so ingrained that they are difficult to see on your own. A friend, mentor, or therapist can provide valuable insights into how your behaviors or relationships might be affecting your energy. They can also offer perspective and support as you work to make changes. However, it's important to approach this feedback with an open mind and a willingness to learn, as defensive or dismissive reactions can hinder the growth process. The ultimate purpose of self-awareness is to empower you to live more intentionally. When you understand what nourishes your energy and what depletes it, you can make choices that align with your values and goals. This might mean setting firmer boundaries, spending more time with uplifting people, or reevaluating your commitments to ensure they reflect your priorities. Each choice, no matter how small, becomes an act of self-care, reinforcing your ability to protect your energy and thrive in a world that often pulls you in many directions. Self-awareness is not about perfection, it is about progress and the willingness to continually learn and grow. It is a lifelong journey of tuning into yourself and honoring the sacredness of your energy. Embracing positivity is not merely a reaction to negativity, but a proactive choice to cultivate an environment that uplifts and energizes you. Positivity is not about ignoring life's challenges or denying the existence of negativity. It is about consciously choosing to focus on what nourishes your spirit and supports your growth. This choice begins with the realization that energy flows where attention goes. By directing your attention toward positive experiences, relationships, and thoughts, you begin to shape a reality that reflects those qualities. Positivity, when embraced fully, becomes a powerful force that protects your energy, strengthens your resilience, and enhances the quality of your life. At its core, positivity is a mindset, a lens through which you view the world. It is not about blind optimism or ignoring difficulties, but about choosing to see opportunities, solutions, and beauty even in challenging circumstances. This shift in perspective changes how you experience the world. For example, when faced with a setback, a positive mindset allows you to view it as a learning opportunity rather than a failure. This approach not only preserves your energy, but also empowers you to take constructive action. Positivity is not about pretending that everything is perfect, but about finding the strength and clarity to navigate imperfection with grace. One of the most effective ways to embrace positivity is by surrounding yourself with people who inspire, encourage, and uplift you. Positive relationships are like a wellspring of energy, replenishing your spirit and reinforcing your capacity to face life's challenges. These individuals may be friends, family members, mentors, or colleagues who bring joy and light into your life. They are the ones who celebrate your successes, support you in difficult times, and challenge you to grow. By cultivating and prioritizing these relationships, you create a network of support that amplifies positivity in your life. At the same time, minimizing exposure to toxic or draining relationships is essential, as negativity has a way of overshadowing even the brightest of moments. Another key aspect of embracing positivity is the practice of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus away from what is lacking or difficult and toward what is abundant and meaningful in your life. It is a simple yet profound practice that reorients your attention to the present moment and the gifts it holds. Gratitude can be cultivated in many ways, from keeping a daily journal of things you are thankful for, to simply pausing during your day to appreciate the beauty around you. Each moment of gratitude strengthens your ability to see the positive, even in situations that may initially seem overwhelming or discouraging. Over time, this practice rewires your mindset, making positivity a more natural and automatic response. Positivity also thrives in environments that are intentionally designed to support it. The spaces you inhabit, your home, workplace, and social settings, have a significant impact on your energy and mood. Creating a positive environment involves surrounding yourself with things that inspire and comfort you, whether it's art, music, nature, or cherished memories. It also involves minimizing clutter, distractions, and sources of stress that can drain your energy. A positive environment is not just about aesthetics, it's about cultivating a space that reflects and reinforces your values and aspirations, providing a foundation for growth and well-being. Another powerful tool for embracing positivity is self-compassion. Being kind and understanding toward yourself, especially during moments of struggle or imperfection, allows you to maintain a sense of balance and resilience. Self-compassion is the antidote to the inner critic, that negative voice that often amplifies feelings of inadequacy or failure. By treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a loved one, you create a supportive inner dialogue that nurtures positivity and protects your energy. This practice strengthens your relationship with yourself, making it easier to navigate life's challenges without being overwhelmed by negativity. Engaging in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment is another cornerstone of embracing positivity. These activities vary for everyone. Some might find positivity in creative pursuits like painting or writing, while others might find it in physical activities like yoga or hiking. The key is to prioritize what energizes and inspires you, making space for these activities in your daily life. Joy is a powerful antidote to negativity, and by actively seeking out experiences that bring you happiness, you build a reservoir of positive energy that can sustain you even during difficult times. Lastly, embracing positivity requires a commitment to growth. Personal development is an ongoing process, and positivity is both a result of and a contributor to this journey. By seeking out opportunities to learn, expand your skills, and challenge your limitations, you cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment that fuels your positivity. Growth is not always comfortable, but it is deeply rewarding, providing a sense of progress and achievement that enhances your overall well-being. Positivity becomes a natural byproduct of a life lived with intention, curiosity, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. Life is too short to spend it catering to those who drain your essence. Your energy is not infinite, and it's not owed to everyone. Protect it like a flame in the wind, shielding it from the gusts of negativity. As you move forward, remember this: you are the gatekeeper of your energy. No one has the right to deplete it without your permission. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, nurture your spirit, and inspire your journey. Only then will you truly thrive. Stay vigilant, stay free, and most importantly, stay connected to the light within you.